Both political parties are not rotten in quite the same way. The Democrats have their share of machine politicians, careerists, corporate bagmen, egomaniacs and kooks. But nothing quite matches the modern Republican Party. It should have been evident to clear-eyed observers that the Republican Party is becoming less and less like a traditional political party in a representative democracy and becoming more like an apocalyptic call, or one of the intensely ideological authoritarian parties of 20th century Europe. This trend has several implications, none of them pleasant, to those millions of Americans who have finally begun paying attention to politics and watched with exasperation the tragicomedy of the debt ceiling extension in the summer of 2011. It may have come as a shock that the Republican Party is so full of lunatics. To be sure, the party, like any political party on earth, has always had its share of crackpots, like Robert K. Dornan or William E. Dannemeyer. But the crackpot outliers of 2 decades ago have become the vital center today. Steve King, Michelle Bachmann, now leading presidential candidate, Paul Brune, Patrick McHenry, Virginia Fox, Louis Gohmert, Alan West. The Congressional Directory now reads like a casebook of lunacy. It was this cast of characters and the pernicious ideas they represent that drove me to end a nearly 30-year career as a professional staff member for Republicans on Capitol Hill. A couple of months ago, I retired, but I could see as early as last November that the Republican Party would use the debt limit vote in order to concoct an entirely artificial fiscal crisis. By the way, raising the debt limit is a routine legislative procedure that has been used 87 times, that's right, 87 times, since the end of World War II. The Republicans would use that fiscal crisis to get what they wanted, by literally holding the United States and global economies as hostages. A couple of years ago, a Republican committee staff director told me, candidly and proudly, what the method was to all this obstruction and disruption. Should Republicans succeed in obstructing the Senate from doing its job, it would further lower Congress's generic favorability rating among the American people by sabotaging the reputation of an institution of government. The party that is programmatically against government would come out the relative winner.